I would like to thank P.P. Simmons for attempting to familiarize his audience with the obscure and rarely discussed ancient thinker Aristotle. However, there are a few points in his narrative that I feel would benefit from a more thorough analysis. In this video, Aristotle is described as a scientist. Although the term is often used to describe ancient philosophers, it is misleading to equate what a natural philosopher such as Aristotle was doing with the kind of inquiry that is conducted by the modern scientist in laboratory conditions. Aristotle was, without a doubt, a formidable intellect and a ruthless thinker. However, he did not have the benefit of modern instruments or methodology. To make his conclusions, he had to rely on only two things: what he saw and what he could deduce from those observations. Major problems with Aristotle's conclusions were addressed as early as 1021 by the Muslim scientist Al-Hasan ibn al-Haytham in his work, The Book of Optics. By developing the concept of observation, prediction, testing, and peer review, scientists were able to develop the scientific method, which allows us to elegantly discuss, test, and refine our theories, validating or refuting our ideas as we gain new evidence. A major snag in this development came in the form of the Church, which, primarily due to the writings of St. Thomas Aquinas, himself a formidable intellect, were made into church canon. By decree, any contradiction of Aristotle's philosophy, such as the argument made here in P.P. Simmons' film, would be found to be heresy, punishable by arrest, torture, death, or any combination of the three. This led Copernicus to delay publication of his De Revolutionibus Orbium Coelestium until after his death in 1543. In 1633, Galileo Galilei was convicted of heresy and treason for challenging the theory of Aristotle, and as such, the truth of the Holy Scripture. Aristotle had been dead for 1900 years. So, there is a certain amount of irony in seeing the name of Aristotle brought out as a proof of the superiority of faith in biblical accounts over the conclusions of scientists. One might conclude that you were desperate. One might conclude that you are simply illiterate on the actual holes in evolutionary theory and how to properly address them. One might conclude that you are just reaching into history blindly and grasping at straws. It seems at least disingenuous and at most downright dishonest.